Hi, Piano Explorers. Welcome back, segment 3, and this is our material review. So I'd like you to open your lesson book to page 38. And let's look at who's on third. So in this lesson this week, you worked on intervals of a third. So they're showing you at the top of your page 3 white keys. When you play this white key and you skip the middle one and you play that white key, this to this, you have moved an interval of a third. And it sounds like this. This is an interval of a second. Listen to the difference. The interval of a third again. And the interval of a second. You should test yourself. Close your eyes and listen while you play an interval of a third. Hear how it's further apart, and an interval of a second, closer together. It's good to train your ears so that when you're listening to yourself practicing, you can hear if you're hearing the right thing, okay? And your lesson shows you that if the thirds move from a line to a line, you skipped a space, and if they move from a space to a space, you skipped a line. Okay? So I'm going to play this for you, and then we'll play it together and see how you do. All right, so we're going to start on middle C with our right hand thumb, and we're going to get our left hand 5 ready on the C below. Now, when you're going to be playing a piece of music with 2 hands, make sure you have your hands ready. Both hands on the piano with a nice tall position. Your elbows out away from your waist, your thumbs on their sides, and your fingers on their cushions. So we're going to first go through the music and we'll count it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Left hand. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay, now, the next thing I'd like to do is I would like to go through the music and I would like to say the letter names as we play, okay? So get your right hand thumb on middle C and your left hand 5 on the C below. So we're starting 1, 2, 3, 4. C, C, E, D, D, F, E, E, G, G, at E, F, D, C, C, E, D, D, F, E, E, G, E, F, D, C. Okay, now let's go through the music the next time. And this time, let's say what every time we see an interval of a third, okay? So it'll be like this. A third up, a third up, a third up, a third down, a third down, left hand. A third up, a third up, a third up, a third down, a third down. There you go, okay? Now, look at the phrasing in this piece of music. There was a lot to do in this music. So you're noticing that you have mostly 2-note phrases all the way through the music until that last slur, which is 1, 2, 3, 4 notes long. So all of the ones that are 2-note phrases, you're going to get loud, soft, loud, soft. I'm going to play those for you so you can hear them. So remember, the first note is louder than the second one. So here's the first interval of the third going up with a 2-note phrase. Did you hear it? I'll do it again. And you have to make sure that you hold that second note on beat number 3 and 4 for 2 beats. 1, 2, 3, 4. And here's the second one. 1, 2, 3, 4. So make sure that your second note of your 2-note phrase is softer than the first one. and you're holding that 2-beat note. Let's go to the last 2 measures of the music. Can you find the last 2 measures of the music for me? Okay, this is going to have a 2-note phrase, and then we're going to have a longer phrase. So let's try that. So this is how this needs to sound. Okay, so you're going from a 2-note phrase to a 4-note phrase. Make sure you take a break. And how do you take a break between the phrases? You stop the sound. Let the key go so the vibration on the string stops. Let it go. Okay? All right. And now let's take out our recital book that you practiced. That was page 15. Page 15. Okay, so in page 15, we had notes that got 1 beat, notes that get 2 beats. We have a few intervals of a third. And here's an interval of a third that's a space to a space. And if you go down to the last line, in the same location of measures, from here to here is an interval of a third. So not too many intervals of a third in this lesson, mostly intervals of a second. So let's give it a try. Remember, the first thing we do when we get a new piece is we clap and count, then we play and count, then we play and say the letter names, and I want you to play and think the intervals or say the intervals out loud as you play. And then the final thing is that when you have all of that correct in your music, then you go back and you put in all of the expression in the music. You put in the dynamics, the louds and the softs, and you also put in the phrasing. So all the places that you see a slur, you're getting louder or softer. Unless it's a 2-note slur, then you're getting softer. Okay? So here we go. This is MF for the first 2 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, left hand, and it's louder. And there's a repeat. Make sure it's softer than the last 2 lines. And now louder. Forte. There we go. How did that go? So remember, the first 2 lines are MF, and the second 2 lines are forte, are loud. And there's a repeat. All right, so now we're going to go into our 4th segment of our lesson today, our new material, and we have a lot of new things to learn. So see you there.